Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the New Galaxy Gamers channel, and welcome to our Let's Learn Together series in Stationeers. I hope you're all doing well, having a safe, wonderful, and successful week. If you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you are a returning member, welcome back to you as well. It's, like I said, great to have y'all here. I enjoy hanging out with y'all. And I want to thank y'all for your comments, feedback, suggestions, all that good stuff. And in the last episode, if you remember, I kind of screwed up, got us lost far away from base without the tracker actually working, even though it was powered on. I don't understand why, but okay. When I checked the XML file for the world, it did say it was powered on. And it was powered, but it did actually have the error message below all that. So I don't know if that's what it is. Ed Sure, and Ed Sure 5504 left me a comment. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. They left me a comment with a suggestion to try. So we're going to go ahead and try that in this episode and see if that actually will solve our problem, at least in the short term. Maybe it's a long-term solve as well. And I had done some research on it myself, and a few people have come across this little issue with the tracker and the tablet. So I'm not the only one, so that made me feel a little better. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a bunch to do. I want us to get to the next point so we can get the place pressurized so we can start actually growing food and generating water and all that good stuff. So let's get to it, shall we? And we'll grab our coffee, our donuts, our bagels, our egg McMuffins, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, egg croissants, whatever it might be that you enjoy for your favorite breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack. We'll go ahead and we'll grab that from our favorite local cosmic mom and pop coffee shop, and we'll get cracking. All right, so let's actually try Ed Sherwin's suggestion here. Let me go ahead and just bring this down here to my right hand. I'm going to do something there in just a second. I'm going to take this battery out. I'm going to power you on. All right. Put the battery back in. Turn the tracking beacon on. We're going to do this. I'm going to press R. I am also going to take the card out and then put it back in. I am going to then turn you on, and they said they'd scroll the wheel. Aha, it works. Thank you, Ed Sure. It actually works. Thank you, my friend. All right, so we've got a working tracking beacon. Whoops. Meant to shut it off, not. There we go. Okay. All right, so that's working. Thank you, Ed. That is awesome. I appreciate that. Now that I've made a complete monkey of myself. All right. Okay, so we're going to be doing that today. I want to get this. We got to get the airlock done first, though. That's going to be our first little problem to sort out. Now, let's see. I don't know if I'm going to build this airlock correctly, guys, but we'll find out. All right, so let's see. Passive vent. I guess you would put that up here. And keep those comments and suggestions and feedback coming about what I might be doing wrong and whatnot, because that's going to actually help me as well. And we can all hang out and learn together as we do this. All right, so here's the active vent I'm going to put here. Okay, that will go there.
Hydration critical.
Really? Thank you, hydration. Thank you, Tias, for telling me. So nice to me. Alright, so there's that. Now, this part does kind of baffle me. The console. Yeah, that can go right there, actually. I assume we need... Okay, we'll put the configuration card in here. Alright. The data card. Stuff that in there. Let's grab the piping. Alright, let's do this. We'll grab that. So the control thing I was talking about the other day, I actually ran into it with another game. And really? Are you guys going to keep playing this game with me? There we go. It was one of those where it didn't really want to give me the point I wanted all the time, and I actually found that the way it scrolls for the positioning in other games does kind of the same thing sometimes. So I don't know. That might actually be not a Oh yeah, actually put that there. That may actually be a not a me bug. Alright, we need the gas sensor. Do that, put that there. Awesome sauce. As my sister said, as my older sister says. Alright, so we put the... I don't know if they put it... The order you put the doors in, I don't know if that... I don't know if that really has an effect. Okay. Alright, the doors are there. Nothing in here. This I can now use for ore. Alright. Alright. Let's see. I need to weld those doors up, and then I need to hook up all the wiring, so I probably ought to grab my handy dandy tool belt here. There we go. And I'll just throw my drill. I'll just throw that there for now. Alright. What do I need for these doors? Plastic sheets. I need plastic sheets, my friend. Okay. What do I need now? Alright, me needs me crowbar and some glass sheets. Acknowledged. That is... Okay. Grab my... Put my drill away. Grab me crowbar.
Power low.
These bird brains. There we go. That recharge. Alright. And do I need to put this in? Okay, there we go. Alright. Now, I know we gotta wire all this up now, guys, so we grab my handy dandy wire cutters and grab me some wire. Alrighty. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm just going to close this. There we go. Close that while I get the power in here sorted. Alright. Alright, so let's do... Okay, there's that. Knew I had this wrong. Okay, there's that. Okay. I give you actual permission to see it. Just like it just scrolls around thinking it knows what I want it to do. That should not be happening. Okay. And I'd appreciate it if it would frickin' stop. There we go. All right. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Don't believe I gave you permission to do that, but okay. See, it just does that on its own. I didn't even ask it to do that. There you go. Let's hook these two up. Hook these two up. Goes up. Hook that up. Ah, we got power. Okay, so that's now all set. We've got power to this. All right, so now we got that. Now. Okay. Put the crowbar away because I don't think we're going to need that. Probably not the wiring to do this either. Need the crowbar. Okay, so it needs. I think I'm not getting power. It's. Oh, it's out of power. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so it's out of power, so I guess that means we're gonna have to go do some mining. That's not what I wanted to be doing today. There we go. Alright, let me grab my handy dandy welder. Or my mining drill. Because I love my mining drill. Turn the... Tracker on. Now that you guys have helped me with that, thank you very much. You guys are awesome. And Ed, thank you very much for that tip. I appreciate it greatly. Alright, so I need coal to get the airlock going, because I need to recharge those damn batteries. What's this? Okay, so that's nitrace. We don't want that yet. I need to watch my battery power too, guys. So. Alright, that's oxite. Don't want that yet. That is silly stuff, aka silicon. As y'all know, I call it silly stuff. And I'm proud of it. We'll grab some copper while we're right here. Because there's coal here too, so. So I learned something already from you guys. So that's what this is. That's what this series is all about. Us learning together and figuring things out together. And I knew if I had asked you guys for help, I knew you guys would give it to me. And you did. Okay, copper. So the next thing we're going to have to build once we get the airlock done is we are going to have to build a pipe vendor and electronics printer. Come on, you guys don't have more gold than that? Coal? I guess not. Whee! Do I have enough copper? Let's grab this right here. Oh, there's more coal here too, okay. Alright, cool. So I got 42 coal. I'm gonna guess that there is more copper here, so that's good. I don't really need more copper. Alright, we don't really need more copper right now. We just need the coal. But we will try to grab some iron if we find it. So, iron and gold. So, I'm gonna need them. Wait a minute. Did I turn my tracker on? Yes. Okay. Whew. Alright, we got some iron out of this. Boy, I would have looked really dumb if I hadn't turned that tracker on after all that. Grab ourselves a couple stacks of iron. Big old copper deposit right here. Am I gonna have to really use my jetpack to get the heck out of here? Nope. Where there is a will, there is a way, folks. And I just found my way out of there. Silly stuff. By the way, for those of you wondering why I keep saying silly stuff, I call, in Space Engineers, I call silicon silly stuff. I don't know why, I just do it. So if you hear me call silicon silly stuff here, now you know why. Okay. I'll put you up here. And I shall grab you. Okay. Alright, let's go home. And thank you again for the tip on the tablet. Well, I probably would have been able to make it home anyway, because I can see the lander. Throw this in here. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to put my water bottle in there. Alright. Ah! I keep taking that out of my darn... I keep taking my battery, my thing back, so. Charge that one over right there, okay. Is this one even charging? No. Oh, crap. All right, hold on. That. Grab our tool belt real quick. I did not even see this. Okay, there we go. Whoops. All right, why did that do that? I don't know why that just happened. There we go. Okay, so now we got that battery charging too. That is good.
Power low.
Bite me. All right, so that's now set. So now we got to figure out how to actually get this fixed and configured. So let's see, how do we do that? Okay, so that says external. I really don't know how to do this, guys. This part I'm not. Okay. Let's see. I know there's a way to do it, but I... Okay, that one's got that. That's correct. Now, how do I link these two? And then... Yeah, I'm going to have to look up, I guess, how to do that. I will shut that off for the time being. We can get in. That's what matters right now. But I don't know.
Hunger caution.
Okay, I'll take care of hunger. So I need to look up how I cycled that in the config so that we could config the airlock. I know there's a way to do it. I've seen people do it. I need to actually look how you actually do it. So what, we've got that part working. That's the key. The doors work. We can get in and out. So that's, what matters right now. It is not powered. How the hell is this not powered? Oh, because that... It blew out again? No. Ooh, crap. Well, crap. For now, I'm just going to turn that battery off so we don't lose the charge on it. Crap. I must have blew the... Thought I had that fixed. Alright, please tell me that's now powered. That's still not powered? Really? Oh, it's because I had no power up here. Brilliant. Ah. Okay. Apparently, I keep blowing stuff up. We're gonna have to get ourselves to the better cables sooner than later. So I guess we're stuck having to deal with that for a while. That's gonna be a problem. Maybe once we get the electronics printer going, I can actually change those cables out. That might be better. Because then we wouldn't have to worry about that problem. So I think that's what we'll do. So, here's our next assignment to research before the next episode. And I'll give you guys an idea. It is how to actually configure the doors and the vents. We know how to do it. I know how to turn that on. It's just once we get it on, how do we get it to detect each door and actually sync to that door? Same with the vents and the sensor. So that's going to be what we need to research for next episode, folks. So if you have ideas about that, let me know. I always want to hear from you. Okay. I have no power, so I do not know how I'm going to deal with that. Another battery in here. Pipe utility liquid. Portable connector. Wheat seeds. You know what? Let's start moving our stuff inside. Stuff I definitely do not want us losing. Now, I'm going to put these out right now, just so that way we know. Alright, those are out. Water bottle filler. And we got the portable connector. This is all stuff I do not want to lose. One, two, three, four. Empty, 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 empty. Okay, that chest is now empty. Let's see what's in here that we need. Cereal bars. Water bottles, we need those. I don't want to be on those forever. I want to actually start growing our own foods. Fire extinguisher, that might actually be a good thing to have. The way I tend to make things explode. And we all see me do it already a few times. Okay. Empty, 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 empty. It's empty and ready to go. And we know that one's empty. The only thing left out here is... Okay, that's our ore. And this is just construction components that we need. Perfect. Alright, so we got all that moved in here. I'm going to put this back over here. Out of my way. Alright, there we go. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll go ahead. We made some progress. We're doing all right. We made progress. We got the airlock built. We just got to get it configured once we do a little research in the next episode, and maybe somebody in the community knows what we need to do, how to actually make each item sync correctly and sync up with each item that it needs to be for the airlock. So if you know how to actually make each item sync when I click on it correctly, let me know. I'm going to do some research as well. But, and I am going to do I will do some mining off camera, more mining off camera too, I think, for coal. Because I got a funny feeling we're going to need it. And we're going to need it for the furnace anyway, so when we get to that point. But I really want to be able to focus on getting that airlock done, and so that we can start growing, so that we can start setting up other things that we need, like to grow our food and to make sure that we get our water sorted, so that way we're not running out of that stuff. Okay? So that'll be the assignment for the next episode, and we'll leave it here for this one. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, if you did, please be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Smash that bell notification icon to tell that silly YouTube that you like the videos and you want to see more of them. That will really help the algorithm. And be sure to share the link to the channel with others, including your family and your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, your pet kitty cat, pet puppy dog, pet parakeet, pet bunny rabbit, and that cute little pet guinea pig I know you all like to have. By sharing the link to the channel with others, it does help our wonderful channel grow, and it helps our wonderful community grow as well. And I will see, and be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, feedback, all that good stuff in the video comments section. And I shall see y'all in the next episode. Happy gaming!